Jeopardy! Fans criticize acceptance of mispronounced word. Undoubtedly, Jeopardy! Fans are quick-witted. Not much gets past them. Oftentimes, they catch the errors that the contestants make during their tense moments on the show. But after watching an episode earlier in the week, some fans are perplexed that one contestant's answer was accepted. Notably, the pronunciation of the answer was the root of their complaint. Passing the baton. While Drew Bossel was on a 7-day winning streak, he was dethroned by Kat Pisacano last Friday. However, Kat quickly released her reign after facing Matt Brooks on Monday, July 1st episode of Jeopardy! While Matt took the baton from Kat, he had a very questionable answer during the episode. Fans notice that he gets a pass on a mispronounced word and it gets under their skin. We will take that. Matt Brooks is a healthcare IT analyst from Fredericksburg, Virginia, and he took on Kat Pisacano and Zoe Strassfield. Jeopardy! Fans got a bit riled up when Matt was allowed to mispronounce a word and still get the answer correct. Ken reads the clue. Anatomy. There are both false and true vocal cords in this hollow, tubular structure, also called the voice box. Then, Matt buzzes and answers, larynx, instead of the correct pronunciation of the word larynx. While hesitating briefly, host Ken Jennings accepted his guess, saying, "Oh yes, we will take that." But Ken repeats the answer with the correct pronunciation of larynx. Furthermore, the show continues and Matt wins the day, taking over for returning contestant, Kat. Jeopardy! Fans criticize acceptance of mispronounced word. However, Jeopardy! Fans weren't satisfied with the call made about Matt Brooks's pronunciation. Undeniably, it was a controversial subject as fans began to criticize the decision to accept his answer. Waiting for the other side of the commercial break to see if the judges really do commit to accepting larynx for larynx, one X-user says, referring to Matt's mispronunciation. Another echoes, at Jeopardy! No way larynx is the same as larynx. At Jeopardy! 1st July 2024, are standards really so low that we must accept larynx for larynx? Jeopardy! Jeopardy! Stick to it. While it created a bit of an uproar, Jeopardy! Stuck with its decision. Redditors gave their thoughts on the judgment. On Reddit, a fan says, "How in the world did they accept larynx as a correct response for larynx? They say pronunciation doesn't count, but they routinely count answers wrong when the spelling and pronunciation don't go together. Larynx is just not a conceivable way to pronounce larynx. We were expecting them to come back and correct the score on that, and they didn't. It really soured the whole game for me. Yeah, that was unbelievable. How on earth can that be considered an acceptable answer when historically the judges have been total sticklers for pronunciations that imply an extremely incorrect spelling? It was pronounced larynx, which, as a former speech pathologist, is an annoying, unacceptable pronunciation." Redditors discuss further. However, some of the Redditors defend Matt Brooks' pronunciation and Jeopardy! Ruling in his favor even if they didn't like the sound. From my experience, larynx is pronounced like that in the US South frequently. In school, my biology and anatomy teachers both pronounced it that way. It always led to a visceral cringe throughout my body. I thought it was pronounced larynx, since that's all I have ever heard in the Midwest. I'm Midwestern too, was curious if maybe this is a regional thing. The long-running trivia show Jeopardy! Has faced its fair share of controversies, but a recent episode ignited a firestorm of criticism from its dedicated fan base. The issue? A contestant's mispronunciation of a word, which many viewers believed should not have been accepted by the judges. During the episode, a contestant responded with an answer that was factually correct but noticeably mispronounced. While Jeopardy! Has a reputation for being strict about pronunciation and accuracy, in this case, the contestant's response was deemed acceptable, causing an uproar among fans online. Social media platforms quickly lit up with criticisms, with many fans arguing that the show's long-standing rules around pronunciation had been inconsistently applied. One fan tweeted, "If you're going to enforce pronunciation on Jeopardy! At all, you need to be consistent." This wasn't a small mistake. It was a totally different word. Others echoed this sentiment, suggesting that by allowing the mispronounced word, the show was unfairly benefiting the contestant. Historically, Jeopardy! has been known for its meticulous attention to detail, especially when it comes to language. Contestants have been penalized for minor slips in pronunciation, even when their answers were otherwise correct. The show's strictness has been a key element of its appeal, maintaining a high standard of accuracy and fairness. The controversy has sparked a larger conversation about what counts as a reasonable margin for error. Should Jeopardy ease its stringent rules for pronunciation in the spirit of inclusivity, or should it uphold the same high standards it's known for? For now, the debate continues, with fans anxiously awaiting any potential clarification from the show's producers.